Dave,
John,
Shane,
Chad,
these sci-fi guys.
Welcome to these Sci-Fi Guys. I am Dave, and with me is Shane.
What's up, everybody?
I got John here,
Hello.
and we got Chad.
Hello.
And today we are going to be talking about the movie Jurassic Park, the original.
Na, 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 na.
Okay.
Best
Hey, we won't get
soundtrack
copyrighted for that.
Yeah, we shouldn't be because you're singing it, not the original one. Yeah. Okay. Hey, before we get going on this too much, where is my other screen? It's right there. Okay. So here is the plot synopsis. A visionary billionaire entrepreneur and founder of a bioengineer company calls in 3 experts to witness the wonders of the first ever dinosaur preserve and put the investors' minds at ease. But there, on the isolated island, the hand-picked visitors' wide-eyed excitement will soon turn into pure terror. Or horror, yeah. Horror, terror, same thing. When a devastating malfunction releases the cage reptiles. It's not a malfunction. The guy was trying to steal money. So
That's a setup. Setup.
as a result, the ferocious Tyrannosaurus Rex and Velociraptors are on the loose, hungry for fresh meat. Can the humans confront the living relics and survive the scaly terrors of Jurassic Park? Wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh man. So Jurassic Park. I am not going to go ahead and give you all the budget and all that because I'm sorry. We know it made a lot of money. Heck, the latest Jurassic Park movie just came out. I don't even know what it's called.
Rebirth, I think.
Rebirth. So, yeah. But we will do Rotten Tomatoes. This is the highest one we have seen yet.
Yeah.
91 tomato meter and a 91 popcorn meter. By far,
Also
everyone
very
loved
rare for critics and the normal people to agree on something.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was so shocked at this. So let's move. Shane picked this movie, so I'm going to move Shane up here and get my phone out because he's going to ask questions.
All right. Are y'all ready? All right.
Yes, we are.
Question number 1. Is humanity justified in bringing back extinct species, even if we have, excuse me. Let me try that one more time. Is humanity justified in bringing back extinct species, even if we have the scientific ability to do so?
For me, this it's not tough to answer in terms of, if we can, should we? Because I feel like, sure, I don't think there's a real issue with, bringing back something that was extinct. Just as a general idea, I think that's fine. I think where the questions really become a problem with that is in what do we feed the thing that we bring back? Because at that point, we're bringing back something that existed in an entirely different ecosystem with entirely different things around it. So it either has to find something new to eat or it's just going to go extinct again. And at that point, you're talking larger ecological issues than I think necessarily ethical issues. Because I really don't see an ethical issue. Okay, we bring back a dodo bird. Great. We brought back a dodo bird. We bring back a woolly mammoth. Great. We brought back a woolly mammoth. But where's it going to live? What's it going to eat?
But you bring back a Velociraptor or a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean,
see, even then,
bring back the plant eaters. And just
bring back the meat eaters. They're fine.
Yeah, and then
big birds.
Yeah. Okay, if you say so. They're big birds. Yeah, big birds.
Big bird.
Oh man, I wish
Big
I had a
bird.
picture of Big Bird on here or a drop with it,
Oh
but I
man, wouldn't
don't.
that be great?
That would be hilarious. But I had no idea you were going to say big birds. But uh, I'm in disagreement, I guess, with John. I mean, I know we have the technology, we can rebuild them. Uh, but the question is, should we? They were extinct for a reason, that, and why should we play God? I mean, the movie really showed it. Hey, oh, we just kind of spliced with this, this frog. Well, the frog changed sexes on its own, and it ended up
Yeah.
life found a way. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Should we? No. Should we create like? It'd be neat to see them like that, but I wouldn't want to go and be there and see them like that. So yeah, we shouldn't create them. And I agree with David. We got very little of the DNA to fix it and to complete it. We're gonna use a different type of DNA. Then do the research. Just it's gonna work. Throw it in there. And then in the movie it says, well, they can't reproduce. They're all female. But as we've seen, they stumble upon a nesting eggs out in the wild.
Yeah, bringing them back.
That's right. Right. So on this question, we're kind of an even split because I actually agree with John a little bit. I don't necessarily see an issue with bringing them back. However, I do think that if you bring them back, you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan that works. Because basically, the thing about it is that if they do come back, these are apex predators that dominated life forever. So just like life will find a way, the predator's going to find a way to eat. It's just the way it is. So
Oh yeah. I mean,
you have to
and
have a plan.
how many movies has Jurassic Park made?
Yeah.
And how many times have they realized, hey, humans and dinosaurs should not coexist?
Yeah.
Even though Chris Pratt can go around on a motorcycle and controlling a herd of velociraptors.
All right, come on.
That might be the most far-fetched part of it.
I think it's just like in Spaceballs, the quest to make more money.
True. Very true. Okay, question number 2. With the rise of AI and other intelligence, what warnings or insights can Jurassic Park give us about pushing boundaries without fully understanding the risks?
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
That's just me. I mean, if you don't I mean, I think they understood the risks a little bit, but they didn't plan for the risk. They didn't say, okay, what happens if these things get out? Or what happens if they do survive? Or what happens if, because if I recall, they said that they gave them a specific chemical that kept them alive, that they had to get injections of them or whatever every so often. Well, the ones that were hatched don't necessarily need that. If I'm not a scientist, but I just don't think that would work,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that especially with like you were saying, with what we're talking about with AI, I don't think we quite understand the depth of what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, we use AI right now to make pictures and do this and do, things around, to make life easier for us. But do we understand the long-term significance of this? I don't think we do.
For me, I think it comes back to a lot of what life is about in terms of being proactive instead of reactive, preventative maintenance, if you will. And I think Jurassic Park definitely tells us it's much better to have a proactive rule set and work backwards from the framework. However, the issue is always as well, there's always the human element, and then even past us, there's always the unknown, because we can create all the rules we want. If we don't know about it, there's just stuff can happen. And there's also a bunch of random that gets thrown in as well. And so I think it just gives us this idea that there's a lot that can go wrong. And of course, Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Mhm.
And even as much as we think about it, there's still going to be more that could. And so I don't know. In a lot of ways, I think it does go back to that idea of not playing God. But at the end of the day, I think it's much better if we're going to go down the road, and there are plenty of people who will, that they at least think around the framework before they think about the action itself.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I mean, with AI, we still don't know much about it, and with this, I'm just going to create a part to bring people in to see this, instead of finding a place where, hey, this is a dig, this is how we do this stuff, and make it that type of part. I want to bring these things back to life. They push boundaries, as we see. Other people's going after the same thing, so stuff is gonna happen. It's not, the secret's gonna be out. It's not gonna be good.
All right. Good points. All right. This one's a little more lighthearted. Which dinosaur would you want as a pet and why? Now, here's the caveat. If someone picks your dinosaur, you have to choose a different one.
Well, I think somebody better jump in real quick.
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Why would you want to pay? They're all big. Where would you put them?
I'm trying to find a good picture of one so I can show the one I like. But
I just want to try Triceratops because I feel like it would be very rideable, as a horse might be. It's terrifying, I think, to tame a Triceratops, because not only are you dealing with one horn, you're dealing with three. And in some cases, I know you have like the cousin of the Triceratops, which has even like a couple more possibly. But I mean, it just looks big. It looks like it'd be a big puppy dog on the inside, and maybe wouldn't try to spear me to death. But even if it did, I think it would work well as a guard pet. And so I think just setting a huge Triceratops at the front door and letting it stop anybody who tries to get in after gaining its trust is a phenomenal idea. So for me, it's the Triceratops.
Good call.
Good call.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chad.
No,
I got an oddball one that you're not going to guess. So go ahead.
I don't know all these names. I'm trying to. What's the?
Well, Google it while I'm doing mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is an Ankylosaurus.
Oh,
And you're like,
dinosaur.
what is an Ankylosaurus? All right. Let me see if I can share.
How'd you get in my brain, Dave? How'd you know? How'd you know I thought that, Dave?
Well, here you go. Ankylosaurus. Right there.
Oh, that guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I love these. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved them because they had like this huge club on the end of their tail. And, like T-Rexes and stuff, they can't bite them from the top. I mean, the only way you can do them is if they kind of get like turtle, if they end up, going over on their back. Other than that, no, they're fantastic. That would be mine. You got a tank basically sitting in at your house.
And you could play baseball with it.
Exactly. Or tennis or pickleball.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. What's the?
You want a velociraptor? That's what you want.
No, I don't know a apex predator. I'm sorry, not in the house.
Well, actually, the movie is very makes the velociraptor seem a whole lot worse than it is. The real velociraptor is only about the size of a chicken.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah.
They were not that big, but they hunted in packs, and when you get that many of them, they're going to take you out. I mean, I think one of them, I think it was Jurassic Park 2, maybe, or Jurassic World, one of those where it had a bunch of little ones that were trying to attack a family.
Yeah.
That is about the size of a velociraptor in real, and at least according to the dinosaur bones we have found.
Right.
Side note, while we're here and he's researching, the whole like, have y'all seen paleontologists or the sketchers who sketch dinosaurs based off of the bones,
Yes.
sketch normal animals?
Mm-hmm.
It is eye-opening to say the least, because there's just so much we don't know about dinosaurs that could change with context.
Yeah.
So a lot of the dinosaurs that we think we know could be extremely different and maybe not all reptiles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of what the main character was in this one. He was like, okay, they're in the bird family, not in like an alligator family or something like that. Because of the way their bones were shaped, the way they were curved, and what have you. And then the way they acted. Supposedly.
Yep.
Although I still don't understand how they would know, okay, well, velociraptors, attack in packs or this or that without some trial and error.
Fair.
Yeah. Dave, I'll be honest. The one I had was almost like close to what you had, but another one I got was the Stegosaurus, the one with
Stegosaurus. Yeah.
Yes.
My grandson has a little toy of that. He runs around with it.
Another good choice. Well, John kind of stole mine, honestly. So I would, yeah, exactly. So
well, you get a question that says you have to choose something
I know
else.
that's what I'm doing. So I would probably pick a Gallimimus, just because
what?
it would be fun to.
Did you share your screen?
I don't have a picture, but that's the one when they were in the meadow, and the big pack of them were running down. That's a Gallimimus.
Oh, Gallimimus. Okay, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
Looks like a big chicken.
Basically. It'd be fun to ride, though. It'd be fun to ride. You put a saddle on it. It'd be kind of fun.
Might also taste good. Who knows?
Good.
This one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a better picture right there. Yeah.
Gallimimus.
Yeah. Okay.
Put a saddle on there and just ride. It'd be fun.
That probably would be pretty fun, but I've never ridden a horse either, so
I haven't either. So
I think I would be.
I have ridden an elephant before. I've ridden a camel, but not a elephant. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Now I was like 4 when I did it, but anyway.
Oh,
moving on. What is the best one-liner or quote from this movie?
ooh.
So many good ones.
Okay, hold on.
There is the famous one. Life will find a way.
Well, I know I got a whole bunch of them.
Clever girl, pretty solid.
Yeah. Clever girl.
God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. Dinosaurs eat man. Women inherit the earth. That one's pretty funny.
That one was funny. Yeah,
It was.
and of course, that's a big pile of.
Yep.
But no, my favorite one, honestly, my favorite line. None of you guys have said it. I use it all the time. I really do. It's hold on to your butts.
Yep.
Yep. I do it all the time. Every time we're getting ready to leave or something, hey, hold on to your butts. Let's go. Yeah.
Or here's one. You didn't say the
magic word.
I think my favorite though is when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down. The ride doesn't eat you.
The ride doesn't eat you.
Yeah, the pirates don't eat you. That's very true.
Yeah, that was my
Another one. I really hate that man. Okay, bonus question. Last one. Bonus question. So this movie, when you talk about a dynamic duo, I don't think there's anyone bigger than Steven Spielberg and John Williams. When you talk about a movie and a film story,
absolutely.
I just don't think there's anything better than that. And when you hear them talk together, mean they are of one accord and everything. It's amazing. So how would you describe the emotional impact of John Williams' score in this movie?
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I know John was just humming the theme earlier on tonight, but I mean, it really was. It just the times where you wanted the suspense and all that, it was there. The times where you got the theme, when it was bigger than life, you walk up and you can just see, welcome to Jurassic Park, and then and it just, man, it's so hard to put into words. It really is. I mean, it was just so fantastic. It really was.
Yep.
I was going to say majestic and suspenseful for sure.
Oh, yeah, good words.
Yeah, because like you said, Dave, just those big opening, the theme, just it's very majestic, big open world idea, and then you're being chased by a dinosaur, and suddenly you're terrorized by music as well, and driving beats and suspense and crescendos, and it's wonderful. It's everything music should be, and I think it's why John Williams is literally obviously one of the best in cinema, but I think one of the best all around.
Yeah.
Also, the amazing thing about that theme, when you break it down musically, it is so simple. It is such a simple theme, as far as the melody, as far as the intervals, everything. It is so basic, but it is so impactful. And John Williams is brilliant with that. I mean, you think about Jaws, it's 2 notes. So I mean, his way of doing that is just, there's nobody like him. That's why he's the best. That's why he's the icon he is.
Cool. Well, those were all your questions, weren't they?
That's it.
Awesome. So at this point of the show, we are going to go ahead and, I mean, do we really need to fix this? I mean, is there anything to fix? The only thing I was thinking of was I would have liked to have seen Jeff Goldblum a little bit more. I would have liked to have seen, and put your shirt on, dude. No, I mean, but really, I would have liked to. I mean, besides the quippy one-liners, he really wasn't in the show much, and I would have liked to have seen him more in some of the other roles where he was being chased, besides just sitting in the back. Although I love that when they were in the Jeep.
We gotta go. Hurry.
Gotta go. Move faster.
Right now.
Yeah. I mean, those were fantastic. They really were. They were great.
Yeah.
But I would have liked just. I know he was the primary one in the second movie. However, I just would have liked to have seen him a little bit more in this one. Does anybody else have anything? I mean, I didn't.
My only thing would be to fix the science. Because DNA does not survive that long. Even if we could take DNA from one animal.
Well, that's the whole premise of the movie. You can't have the movie without the DNA.
I'm aware, and that's why I'm allowing fiction to slide. However, it has been debunked time and time again in real life that DNA would just not last that long, even in a fossil in amber, or else we probably would have gone through that process.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My thing is,
go ahead.
Yeah, my thing is the technology of this. Look at the IT guy, the computer guy that was supposed to keep up all the databases and stuff. Why did you put all your stuff in one basket over there? Like, no redundant systems. No, I got to keep these electric fences up and running. Why put it on this one database? If it does go down, something else will kick in and go.
That's true. There were no fail safes.
Yeah, and you didn't have somebody else, especially when even if it's your son and he has struggled with money, you're going to let him work for you with the possibility out there. You would have someone watching over his shoulder all the time, or have a second IT person.
Yeah. Or why put the mastery reset switch or the breakers in a different building?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Those are kind of plot hole stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Plot hole stuff, but you're right.
fix that. Do something to fix all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with Chad. I think that you've got to set it up in a way to where, especially when you're dealing with animals like that, to where no matter what happens, shy of like a nuclear bomb going off in the park, those fences don't shut off. They can't. You have to find some way for a failsafe.
Right. Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and rate this. Okay, we gonna rate this movie on a scale of 0 to 5 lightsabers. So, and we can do halves. So, Shane, you're the one that picked this movie out, so you get to rate it first.
Well, this is an easy one for me. I mean, I've been a huge dinosaur fan since I was a little kid, so I mean this movie, as far as entertainment value, I mean it hits every mark. Really and truly, I think the storyline is strong. Really and truly, I think in later Jurassic Park movies, it really kind of got away from having a good story and it was just dinosaurs eating people. This was not that way. This was actually a very telling story. You really focused in on who the characters were and you cared about them. And just, I think they did a wonderful job, especially during that time, because this was what, 1993,
I think.
Yeah. So I mean, everything looked real. You could see some of the dated stuff with animatronics and stuff, but it really looked good. And I mean, Steven Spielberg, John Williams, the amazing score. I mean, it's a 5 all day long for me.
Okay. Let's go with John.
Well, I don't know. See, okay, to be clear, this stalling is not on the low side, just to be 100% clear, in any way, shape, or form. So it's not going to be low-sided, but I don't think I can quite give it a 5 for 2 main reasons. Number one is the science that would completely obliterate this movie. And the second thing is there was honestly a lot more talking in it than I remember on the front end.
Yeah.
In terms of, and I understand there's a lot of character building and stuff that goes on in that, but I mean, there was like just a lot more than I remembered that I think probably could have chopped it down to like an hour and a half movie instead of 2. But cinematography, entertainment, blockbuster film, the music score we talked about. I mean, it's obviously it can't be low. So for me, it just knocked it down to a 4.5 instead of a 5.
All right. Chad, what do you have it?
Well, just for I remember when I watched it when it first came out, even watched it later on down the road and watching it again. I still love this movie. The score on it, the John Williams we can't say enough that he's a great composer for movies, and what he does for the industry is far none. To this, this is a classic, and I almost say it brings me back. Yes, they done some talking. They could have cut it out, but I give it a 5.
Okay. As for me, I usually I'm the one that rates things much lower than everybody else. But I'm giving this a 5 all day long. I loved it. Even though there was talking, and yes, I know the science is off, and yes, there's some plot holes in there that we're not really looking at as much as we used to. It was still a fun movie. It was enjoyable. Yeah, the little kid got on my nerves a couple times, but I think it was designed to get on your nerves. As Shane said earlier, it was a well-written movie. So, and I think that's I mean, you go back and look at some of the ones that we've done this year. Heck, you go back and look at our we just had our 100th episode, and most of the ones we rated high, within the top 10, top 20, maybe even the top 30, they were well written. It wasn't just action, it was a good written movie.
Right.
And I think that's the big difference between say Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, you know, Jurassic Park was a better written story. You know, Jurassic World was, we want more money. I mean, I know I'm joking about that, but I mean, it's just kind of what it seems like. You know, the quest for more money. I'm going to get that as a drop. I'm gonna get that from Spaceballs. Find it on here. The quest for more money. So, yeah. Those of you out there in YouTube land, in internet land, and audio, we thank you guys all for listening to us. We've decided as a group that we're going to shorten our episodes. You know, some of the stuff we were talking about before was kind of redundant. So anyway, just let you know that we appreciate all you guys for these last 3 years. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to have fun. We're just going to do it a little shorter. So just remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Until next time.
Crash and burn.
These Sci-Fi Guys is an independent broadcast and is not affiliated with this movie or TV series. We would love to hear from you. Please contact us by leaving a comment below or by emailing us thesciFiGuys@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, or share this podcast with someone else who enjoys science fiction.